does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this. It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
What I'm doing right now, that's what I do every day. Shop. That ain't nothing like couple bucks. Greg, come with me.
The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long presented himself as the ultimate symbol of wealth and financial dominance. However, Shannon Sharpe isn't convinced by that image. Sharpe has questioned the authenticity of Mayweather's self-proclaimed billionaire lifestyle, accusing the boxing legend of creating financial smoke and mirrors. Known for his blunt opinions, Sharpe pointed to Mayweather's alleged tax issues, questionable investment claims, and repeated requests for financial flexibility as possible signs that Mayweather may not be as wealthy as he claims.
What makes Floyd so unique? Because he fought, he fought Pacquiao, he fought you, he fought Gotti, he fought Corrales, he fought Ricky Hatton. He fought so many, and all these guys, a lot of these guys had titles at the time or were former world champions like yourself. What makes him so unique?
His pedigree. Look, I'm good friends with his father. The best trainer I've ever had.
Wow.
By far. He is, well, except for the professor who trained me for the Chavez fight when I beat Chavez in 1996. But Floyd Sr. is the best trainer I've ever had. He's a teacher. And that's what Floyd Jr. grew up with. He grew up with a teacher who disciplined him to be the very, very best. And I love his patience. I love the fact that he's a hard hitter and he has a chin.
In 2017, Shannon Sharpe publicly criticized boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. over his extravagant lifestyle and financial decisions, sparking wider debate about Mayweather's claims of billionaire status. Sharpe's comments followed reports that Mayweather had requested extra time from the Internal Revenue Service to settle his 2015 tax debt, despite regularly displaying his wealth on social media. Expressing frustration, Sharpe pointed out the contrast between Mayweather's online image of luxury and the reported tax issues. Mayweather's finances have faced scrutiny in other instances as well. A tell-all book described his extremely lavish habits, including wearing clothes only once before discarding them, traveling with multiple companions, and maintaining a large full-time staff to support his lifestyle. At one point, he was reportedly scammed out of $15 million by someone promising huge investment returns. Although Mayweather has earned well over $1.5 billion throughout his boxing career, questions about his true net worth have persisted. Critics such as Shil Sonnen have challenged his billionaire claims, suggesting that some of the reported figures surrounding his wealth may be exaggerated.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
Cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
In response to criticism over his flashy displays of wealth, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has shared his perspective on financial success and its role in his life. He argues that talking about and showcasing his wealth should not be viewed negatively. For Mayweather, money is a tool that allows him to support his family and enjoy the best experiences life can offer. He often explains that financial resources help him provide his loved ones with comfortable living, travel opportunities, and memorable experiences that contribute to their happiness and well-being. According to Mayweather, while emotional support is essential, financial stability is equally important for meeting material needs and ambitions. This outlook shapes both his financial decisions and his public image, reinforcing his belief that wealth can create opportunities and enhance life. Mayweather has never been hesitant to display his riches, and he reportedly demonstrated that again in 2023 when he spent about $7 million during a luxury shopping spree in Johannesburg. While critics labeled the spending as excessive, Mayweather defended it as part of his brand and lifestyle strategy. He explained that such bold displays are not simply indulgence but calculated moves that support his image as Money Mayweather. Despite the criticism, he insists his finances remain stable and well-managed. Mayweather maintains that he has earned the right to enjoy his success after generating more than $1.2 billion during his career and claims his wealth continues to grow through various investments and business ventures.
Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
For Floyd Mayweather Jr., displaying his wealth is not a drawback but an important part of the legacy he has built. Since retiring from professional boxing in 2017, Mayweather has remained in the spotlight not only for exhibition fights but also for his luxurious lifestyle. Even after stepping away from official competition, his ability to generate income has continued through exhibitions, business ventures, and strategic branding. Widely recognized as one of the greatest fighters in boxing history, Mayweather has reportedly earned more than $1.2 billion throughout his career and still brings in millions through various ventures. One of his most talked about recent purchases involved spending about $1 million on 4 luxury timepieces from Avian & Company, a high-end watchmaker founded in 2009. These watches belong to the exclusive Hue collection, each decorated with gemstones and designed in bold colors such as blue, pink, and green. Each piece carries a price tag of around $250,000, making Mayweather the first person to own the entire set. The rare collection had previously been kept in a special edition display box in New York City, highlighting its exclusivity. Mayweather proudly shared the purchase on social media, simply captioning it, "Check this out." The acquisition fits perfectly with his well-known persona, luxurious, flashy, and unapologetically confident about his financial success. For Mayweather, these watches represent more than accessories. They symbolize the life he built through discipline, ambition, and dominance inside the ring. While critics often label his spending habits as excessive, Mayweather views them as rewards for decades of hard work. Having risen from humble beginnings, he believes he has earned the right to enjoy the finest things money can buy, and collecting rare watches is simply another way for him to celebrate the legacy he created.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases, and they're all full of watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is Avi & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, Avi & Co. As you can see, Avi & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side.
Despite Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s long-standing reputation as a financial powerhouse in sports, prominent boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has raised doubts about the true scale of the retired champion's wealth. While Mayweather is widely considered one of the most financially successful boxers in history, Hearn believes the extent of that fortune may sometimes be overstated. In an interview with GM Daily, Hearn questioned whether Mayweather still possesses the level of wealth he once publicly showcased. Hearn's skepticism largely stems from Mayweather's famously extravagant lifestyle, which includes collections of luxury cars, frequent travel on private jets, multi-million-dollar shopping sprees, and high-stakes gambling. Although Mayweather has claimed to invest in ventures such as real estate, jewelry, and even gold mining projects in Dubai, Hearn has wondered whether those investments truly generate enough returns to support such a lavish way of living. He remarked that while Mayweather may not necessarily need more money, the scale of his spending naturally raises questions. Adding to the speculation, Gervonta Davis, once closely associated with Mayweather, alleged that the retired fighter had been detained in Dubai over unpaid debts, though the claim remains unverified. Mayweather, however, has consistently denied that financial need drives his participation in exhibition fights. Instead, he insists that boxing remains his lifelong passion, stating that he was born to be a fighter and continues competing simply because he enjoys the sport and entertaining fans around the world.
How about Mayweather?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Not the biggest
I think that Mayweather was unquestionably one of the best ever. But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody he could of his era. But he was a different kind of skill set, you know. He was very much hit and don't get hit, which is the art of boxing. I think sometimes when these guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff, it just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you
For
think
money.
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
You think he still needs the money
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years?
the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending,
It's a lot of expenses.
yeah.
A candid moment that lifted the veil on the spectacle surrounding his career, Floyd Mayweather Jr. admitted that much of what fans watched in Showtime's All Access series before his 2014 rematch with Marcos Maidana was created purely for entertainment. He explained that several scenes, from over-the-top training footage to dramatic moments inside his Las Vegas mansion, were exaggerated or staged. According to Mayweather, the activities shown on screen, including the famous doghouse sparring sessions and party scenes where people appeared to roll joints, were designed to build excitement for the fight rather than reflect real events. When Mayweather later appeared before the Nevada State Athletic Commission, he was asked to address these portrayals because they seemed to suggest dangerous training methods and possible illegal behavior. During the hearing, Mayweather clarified that the intense doghouse sparring sessions shown as non-stop 31-minute battles actually included multiple breaks, stressing that safety is always a priority in his gym. He also stated that the scenes hinting at marijuana use or gambling were fictional and produced strictly for television drama. It wasn't real marijuana, Mayweather explained, noting that the purpose was to entertain viewers and promote the fight, not to represent his real lifestyle. His legal team also assured the commission that Mayweather stays away from anything that could affect drug testing, even secondhand smoke. Ultimately, his admission revealed a deliberate strategy, blending boxing with entertainment to attract attention and boost pay-per-view sales by selling not only a fight but also the image of a lavish, larger-than-life lifestyle.
There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. And there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. Ever happened and it won't. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. One got 30 million and one got 29. And that was backed publicly. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as he needed the money.
You have to guess the most Floyd ever made in a fight.
Oh, Floyd's easy. 60 million in one night.
Floyd Mayweather admitted that his business philosophy revolves around taking major risks. He explained that he often reinvests his earnings into unusual and complex ventures that many people would struggle to understand. Although this bold strategy can sometimes lead to creative opportunities, Mayweather acknowledged that it also brings frequent failures, with nearly 90% of his investments not succeeding. Despite this, he remains comfortable with the risk, comparing his approach to that of a gambler in the business world, someone willing to place big bets for the chance of a rare but massive reward. For Mayweather, this mindset reflects his belief that real success often requires stepping outside traditional paths, even if it means facing repeated setbacks along the way. Meanwhile, Sharpe strongly criticized Mayweather's current role in boxing. In addition to mentioning a recent scam-related controversy connected to Mayweather, he questioned the boxing legend's ongoing participation in exhibition fights. According to Sharpe, these matches are no longer driven by passion for the sport or the competitive spirit that once defined Mayweather's career. Instead, he believes they are primarily designed to generate money and attract viewers who now watch not out of admiration, but in hopes of finally seeing Mayweather lose. Sharpe even compared these exhibitions to WWE-style entertainment, arguing that they appear overly dramatic, staged, and lacking real competition. In his view, this trend damages boxing's authenticity and gradually turns Mayweather's once legendary career into a spectacle built mainly for pay-per-view attention rather than genuine athletic competition.
I'm sure he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box something.
And so the lure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that we... Man, a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't?
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way. So he doesn't see, like, you know, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like.
Sharpe intensified his criticism of Floyd Mayweather by highlighting what many fans and analysts consider one of the most controversial moments of Mayweather's post-retirement career: his exhibition fight against YouTuber-turned-boxer Logan Paul. According to Sharpe, this fight clearly demonstrated that Mayweather was no longer motivated by a genuine love for boxing or a desire to cement his legacy as one of the sport's greatest. Instead, he argued, Mayweather had traded the dignity and respect of his undefeated 50-0 record for a quick, attention-grabbing payday. Sharpe was particularly critical of the bout's nature, describing it as lacking seriousness, substance, and respect for the sport. He claimed that competing against non-professional fighters purely for profit not only undermines Mayweather's legacy but also diminishes the value of boxing itself. He questioned why someone who had reached the pinnacle of success would willingly dilute their accomplishments with such spectacle-driven cash grabs. As Mayweather pivots toward real estate, his bold claims have drawn skepticism. He recently stated that he purchased 1,000 units across 62 buildings in New York, yet property records tell a different story. None of the buildings show any change of ownership, and organizations such as the NYC Housing Partnership have not been notified of any sales. The real estate community is now left asking whether Mayweather's statements are exaggerated.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, we all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units, consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster, huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, you know, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal, $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr., not too shabby. V for victory.
As Floyd Mayweather shifts his focus to real estate, his recent bold claims have sparked more skepticism than applause. He asserted that he had acquired 1,000 units across 62 buildings in New York. Yet, a review of official property records revealed no evidence of such ownership transfers. Major organizations, including the NYC Housing Partnership, also reported no involvement or notifications regarding these transactions. This has fueled growing doubt within the real estate community, with many questioning whether Mayweather's statements are exaggerated or even false. Attempts to verify the claims only deepened the mystery. Reporters who contacted his business team received vague responses, While one representative insisted the acquisitions were genuine, they declined to provide documentation or speak on the record. Adding to the confusion, a man identifying himself as James McNair joined a call, but his voice did not match prior public recordings of McNair, Mayweather's longtime associate. The secrecy and inconsistencies have intensified suspicions, leaving many to wonder whether Mayweather's real estate portfolio is as impressive as he claims, or simply another performance to uphold his mogul image. This debate over his financial status underscores the complexities of wealth management among high-earning athletes. While Mayweather's earnings are undeniably substantial, questions remain about the sustainability of his spending habits.
He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot. But even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off apartment.
What's your take on Floyd Mayweather's extravagant claims and Shannon Sharpe's sharp criticism? Is Mayweather focused on protecting his legendary status, or is he simply chasing the next big payday? Share your thoughts in the comments below.